Hi, my name's Tom. I'm the CEO at Earthbank, and it's great to be here with you today at Impact Investing for Sustainability. I hope a lot of great connections happen and that collaborations will follow. I started out life living on a farm in Australia. As I grew up, we saw the climate extremes get bigger and bigger. Productivity kept falling. Soil carbon kept being depleted and water was running out. Floods became more regular and fires also. This extreme climate weather event phenomena that a lot of the world is now seeing, Australia was getting it a lot earlier because it was already a fairly extreme climate. One of the things that I've been focused on the last couple of years is carbon markets and how to make them really work so that it can scale up to what it needs to be. As well as the financing mechanisms to make sure that the massive amounts of carbon that needs to be drawn down from the atmosphere into soil, trees and vegetation and oceans can actually be measured and financed much easier than it is been done in the past. We got some support from the European Space Agency and the European Union to develop our artificial intelligence models to measure the soil and tree carbon in the landscape, which historically has been really difficult and expensive, and it's been a manual process to do. So much so that most of the voluntary carbon market methodologies, you can't afford to do verification more than every 5 years. In order to make carbon markets credible, you need more regular verification and auditing, which is what Earthbank has solved that technology problem. And we've been issuing and auditing carbon now for several years and selling it in our carbon marketplace to large corporate clients as well as SMEs and even individuals. So everyone who wants to take climate action should have an easy way to do it, but also know that the carbon they're buying has the highest quality and data to support its claims, which is incredibly important. Otherwise, if people are buying fake carbon credits, then of course, what happened in the global financial crisis, where you have a giant credit bubble and nothing really underpinning it. If that happens in the carbon market, it would be disastrous for our planet. So the stakes are really high to get this right. At Earthbank, we think we've got it right. Customers do as well. And part of the reason for that is we have a lot of data supporting our claims. At Birthbank, we're a one-stop shop sort of end-to-end solution that helps projects measure their carbon, sell their carbon. We also help bring the finance to it through issuing green digital bonds on blockchain. We also tokenize carbon so that there's no double spending and no double accounting. The voluntary carbon market registries have been doing a great job thus far. They've got us to about 1 billion tons of carbon reduction credits issued over the last 15 years. But as we move to the post-COP26 world, there was a commitment of 5 gigatons annually, so that's 5 billion tons annually for nature-based solutions, carbon drawdown and reductions. That is an exponential increase. And for that to be achievable, we need breakthrough technologies, we need breakthrough financing mechanisms, and that's what we've really been working on to solve. Some of the projects we've invested in have increased in value threefold in just 1 year, about 300% growth. This is something that's just growing really, really fast, and we're excited to be in this space because this is the fundamental challenge of our time, is how do we neutralize and stop climate change? This is the decade we have to make the big difference. This decade of ecosystem restoration, this decade of action, it's when all the action needs to happen.